And here's why you would do that. Essentially, it's for the reminding. It's reminding people that you're still in business. It's reminding them that you're still on their radar. If I meet this tree pruner and I think they're excellent, but I don't see them for 3 or 4 months, and I don't really know this person, I may not think that she's even in business anymore. Maybe she's moved on and done something else. So part of showing up is simply letting people know that you're still there. And then once a week, I recommend that you go back to this community and that you establish a connection. You send a message to someone. And this doesn't have to be somebody that you've never met before. This can be somebody that you actually met a month ago at an event and you thought was pretty cool and haven't had a chance to follow up with. And the reason that you want to do this is that you're investing in your social capital. We hear this term a lot, social capital. Well, it's essentially creating a connection that's like a bank account that can be used later in a different way. Making a connection to somebody else. Introduce them to another person. Send them a link to an article that you read. Say, hey, I was at this conference called BizTechDay, and I know you weren't there, but I thought it was pretty neat, and there was somebody referenced a book, and I wanted you to hear about it. Making those kinds of connections, invest in your social capital, and the return will come down at a later time. So I'll tell you something, though, that can harm your social capital, and that's applying the old paradigm to this new medium. So if you're somebody who responds mechanically to posts and you fill them up with outbound links that are all about you, it tends to shadow and cast a negative tone over all of the positive things that you may have already started to generate and all of the great conversations that you had in person. So be really careful about remembering that your online persona needs to match your in-person persona. When you become a member of a community, you get to move away from the what do you do kind of conversations. And soon you're going to be having conversations with people who know that story about your grandfather and want to know more about your ideas on sustainability. And they're going to talk to you about urban gardening and ask you questions that never get asked at the social hours after an event like this where we're still just trying to figure out who you are and what do you do and what's your name again. It's about building relationships. Repeated conversations also give you an opportunity to establish your expertise. So that was one of the 3 things that I said we can do. We can establish relationships, establish our expertise, and strengthen our reputation. And so when you are participating in a conversation and you remind people that you know something about trees, then all of a sudden you're the expert. You're the guy that they're going to think of when somebody else is talking to them and needs somebody to refer. Opportunities that come up, though, really just can happen in so many different ways. You could find that one person contacts you and says, I'm putting together a group of home specialist experts, and I want you to be a part of that group. We're going to market together. That would not have happened if you had just handed that person your card and they threw that business card in a drawer. Or another opportunity might be, I really want you to come speak to my alumni group, or I've got a chapter of a book that I think you could contribute to. Did you know that these opportunities were the kinds of things that were available to you before you even joined this community? And then the one that I like, and this is one that I think we can all relate to. You've got that uncle or that cousin, and this is that rich, influential cousin, the one who has got enough money to have some really fun projects. And he thinks of you as the networker, and so he comes up to you and says, hey, you must know a good tree guy, right? And so he's asking you to send somebody to him for a spa. And it's a spa where he really wants artistic interpretation being put into the landscaping that's happening around this spa. Now, you do have that drawer full of cards, and it's possible for you to go ruffling through them and say, yeah, I was at this conference, and I think I met somebody who's the perfect fit for you. But most likely, you're not going to remember to go pull out that card, but 2, you're not going to send this cousin just any old business card. You're going to think about your community. And you're going to reach into your community, and you're going to go through your mental Rolodex, and you're going to think, yeah, I met this person who I think is awesome, and I've never worked with her before, but she's the tree whisperer. And your cousin's going to be kind of impressed that you know some quirky people, and this job is going to be passed along, and you're going to invest in your social capital, and you're going to feel good because, after all, isn't the world interesting when there's all kinds of people doing quirky things? I mean, isn't it cool that there's one person out there that is in love with trees and really just wants to change the world through tree pruning? So you're doing multiple things by building these weak connections.